Hi, welcome to Trading with TK, teaching you to turn ideas into money. We're at www.tradingwithtk.com, and it's Friday, December 12th. Well, we walked in this morning, bad news everywhere, typical Friday morning. We should be used to it by now. Some traders thought the news was so devastating that they thought the market would be down the limit today. And according to Senator Harry Reid last night, he said he was afraid to even look at the market today, that it would be devastating. Well, another day of bad news and another day where the market closed up on the day. And for a Friday again, you've heard me say this before, amazing. Like I said before, it's not the news, it's the reaction to the news. And this is our fourth or fifth day that we've had really bad news, and the market's been able to digest it and actually close up on the day. Now, I'm not saying that the market is absolutely ready to explode next week. We are getting closer and closer to another move on the upside. We're still in that backing and filling stage. Today was a really good test of the market. My short-term indicator is overbought, so I think maybe we'll still have to back and fill for another day or two. But as soon as that's over, I expect the market to move higher. As all this is going on, as I mentioned in yesterday's video, individual stocks continue to build great looking bases and some really bullish looking setups. I have one for you tonight. I have another idea. The stock is Liz Claiborne. The symbol is LIZ. So in just a moment, we'll take you to that chart. I'll lay out the plan, show you how we're going to take this idea and turn it into some money, and then we'll do a quick review of all the indexes that we normally look at. Not that a whole lot has changed, but I think the big story of the day is how the market held up under the barrage of bad news. So don't go away, I'll be right back. Okay, we're looking at a daily bar chart of Liz Claiborne. Symbol is LIZ. Stock traded $1,000,007 today. This is a call on the long side. We're looking to buy this stock. Closed at $3.28. Let me zoom in a little bit. Closed at $3.28. So anywhere from last night's close of $3.28. Hopefully it might pull back just a little bit for us, down as low as $2.80. Again, it may not. It's very difficult for me to say whether it's going to pull back or not, or continue up. But remember, keep in mind what we're buying here is we're buying a formation. I'll get to that in just a moment. Anyway, anywhere near last night's close or a pullback down to $2.80 would be a great spot. My target is up here at $8, which is area. It could be 7.5, it could be 8.25, but somewhere up in this pattern, which is the first real resistance area we're going to run into. And I believe it wants to get up there. So that's our target area, 8. Sell stop would be a close below right there, which is $2.18. All right, so what do I see? Well, right now I'm sure you see it also. We're into an ascending triangle, a good long one. It's been building for days and days and days. And you can see, actually, day before yesterday, we got our breakout. Haven't really gotten the pullback yet. This is why I say it's hard to pick exactly where we want to buy this, because it could pull back down into, by the trend line here, which is around $2.80. But it doesn't have to. So remember, we're buying this pattern here. So for 15 cents here or there, it's no big deal, because if we turn out to be right, we're looking at a $6 profit. So I'm not going to risk, missing it by 15 or 20 cents, because it's the pattern that's important, not so much the exact price. Okay, so let me recap this. This is Liz Claiborne. This is a call on the long side, and if it plays out the way I see it, we could make ourselves $6 on the trade. All right, let's move along to some of the major indexes, and we'll see how these patterns are still shaping up. Okay, here we have the daily bar chart of the Dow Jones, and as you can see, this backing and filling is still going on, but within light of the news, that was out this morning, and most people's opinion as to what was going to happen today because of the news, I just think the market held up remarkably well. So let's recap what we're looking for. We're looking for a formation that's going to be a reverse head and shoulders. This being the left shoulder, this being the head, and we're in the midst of building our right shoulder now. Just as long as each high is higher than the last and each low is higher than the last low. For instance, here's our low, here's our first high. Here's our next low, which is higher than this low, and then here's our next high, which is higher than this. Now we're pulling back down again, and I expect wherever this low turns out to be, and it may be another day or two before that, that it does not go lower than this low. So we're going to have a low, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, and then the next move on the upside should be a higher high above this. And that'll help build this right shoulder of this reverse head and shoulders. Look, I mean, you have to remember how big this left shoulder is. So if we're going to build something like that on the right side of the head, it's going to take a few more days. Okay, let's move on to another one. Okay, this is the Russell 2000. Now this does not have the exact look as the Dow or reverse head and shoulders, but we still have a bullish formation that we're working on. And that bullish formation is this ascending triangle. Which we broke out of here, and now the next breakout we're looking for is here. So this also, we have a low, a high, a higher low, a higher high, and so far a higher low again, and the next thing that should happen is a higher high, and so on and so forth. And finally the QQQQs, which is represents the top 100 NASDAQ stocks. Similar pattern, okay? A low, a high, a higher low, a higher high, and whenever this finishes backing and filling, which could be a few more days, I expect the low to be above this low. So we'll continue with that formation of higher highs and higher lows. Also, we've got building here is an ascending triangle formation, because we don't have the exact look of the reverse head and shoulders as the Dow has, but nevertheless we still have this bullish ascending triangle. So the plan's still intact. Things are moving a little slowly. I don't expect anything to explode. Things are going to work their way higher. But I will say this, as I look through individual stocks, I'm amazed at such quality companies that are trading at such low prices. It's absolutely mind-boggling. And just, you know, the one that we bought today, Advanced Micro Devices, is just an example of so many different opportunities out there. I'm not going to be able to bring every one of them to you, but believe me, I see lots of them out there. Okay, that's my view of the market until Monday. This is TK signing off.